Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a very important conversation, breaking the stigma, talking openly about sobriety.
Sobriety is not just about saying no to substances. It's about saying yes to a healthier, fuller life.
What are some of the big questions that often come up around sobriety, addiction, and recovery?
We're going to address some of those questions right now. Let's start.
Why is there still so much stigma around addiction and sobriety?
Unfortunately, addiction has long been misunderstood.
Why is that?
For decades, it was seen as a moral failing rather than a complex health issue. Even today, many people don't realize that addiction is a disease that affects brain chemistry and behavior.
How does this misunderstanding impact those struggling with addiction?
Because of this misunderstanding, individuals battling addiction often face shame, judgment, or isolation. Breaking the stigma starts with education and compassion, understanding that recovery is an act of strength, not weakness.
Why is it important to talk openly about sobriety?
Talking openly normalizes sobriety as a positive, empowering choice. When we keep it hidden or treat it like a secret, it reinforces the idea that recovery is something to be ashamed of. Sharing stories of sobriety can inspire others to seek help, feel less alone, and realize that life after addiction can be fulfilling and vibrant. Openness creates support networks and allows us to replace judgment with empathy.
What are some common misconceptions about sobriety?
There are quite a few. Some people think that sobriety means giving up fun or living a boring life. And that's simply not true. In reality, many people in recovery find that they enjoy life more, real connections, authentic happiness, and better mental clarity.
Another misconception is that people choose sobriety only after hitting rock bottom.
But sobriety is a valid choice at any stage. It's about valuing wellness and self-respect.
How can friends and family support someone in recovery?
Great question. Support is crucial for long-term success. First, listen without judgment. Let them share their experiences without fear of shame. Second, educate yourself about addiction and recovery. Understanding the process can help you offer meaningful support. Third, respect boundaries. Recovery often requires major lifestyle changes, and it's important to honor those shifts. Finally, celebrate milestones, big or small. Every day sober is an achievement and deserves recognition.
How can someone start the conversation about their own sobriety?
Starting the conversation can feel intimidating, but honesty is powerful. You might say something like, "I've decided to live alcohol-free for my health," or "I'm working on my recovery and focusing on my future." You don't owe anyone a deep explanation, but being honest, even if it's just with close friends, can relieve a lot of pressure. Remember, your sobriety is for you, not for anyone else's approval.
How can we break the stigma around sobriety?
It's about creating a world where people feel safe to talk about their struggles and proud to talk about their victories. Whether you're in recovery, know someone who is.
How can we be better allies in this journey?
Every conversation matters. Let's keep building a culture of empathy, support, and hope.
What can viewers do if this video resonated with them?
Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more empowering content.
And share it with someone who might need to hear this message today.
And if you feel comfortable, drop a comment below. What are your thoughts on how we can better support conversations around sobriety?
Thanks for being part of this important dialogue. See you next time.